She withdrew all her savings from the bank and walked into her boss's office, planning to quit in style. When she saw her boss on the phone, Georgia smashed his cell phone. Next, she was determined to blow through her savings. Georgia had been a saleswoman at the mall. Although her performance was excellent, her salary had never increased. Her life was tight financially, and she always had to gather a bunch of coupons before heading to the supermarket. Her only hobby was watching cooking shows and learning new recipes. Georgia also had a secret crush on a man who worked as a salesman at the mall. Every time she saw him, she would get excited. To be near him, she would go to the area he was responsible for every day to buy something. One day, the man approached her. To thank her for helping with his sales, he invited Georgia to dinner. She was so excited that she dropped her utensils. As she bent down to pick them up, she knocked over a cabinet. Georgia immediately fainted, and it was the man who carried her to the hospital. While unconscious, Georgia fantasized about being intimate with him. Afterward, she had an MRI, and the results shocked the doctor. The doctor sadly told her that she only had 3 weeks left to live because she was diagnosed with a terminal illness. Georgia had a hard time accepting it. What made it even worse was that her insurance company refused to cover the surgery costs. She tried to argue, but the staff pulled out several thick books of terms and conditions, showing her that her situation was explicitly excluded from coverage. Georgia felt helpless. By the time she finished reading those books, she figured she would probably be dead already. She was frustrated and started thinking about all the foods she hadn't tasted and the places she hadn't visited. She felt like crying. Then, she made a decision: she wouldn't spend her savings on surgery. Instead, she was going to enjoy herself. She withdrew all her money from the bank and bought a one-way ticket to the Czech Republic. The next day, she began her last trip. On the plane, the man sitting in front of her kept pushing back his seat. She simply nudged it forward, and the man immediately complained to the flight attendants. Not wanting to feel mistreated as she neared the end of her life, Georgia bravely mocked the airline for cramming the seats so close together just to make money. The flight attendant suggested that if she didn't like it, she should upgrade to first class. Without hesitation, Georgia agreed. Sure enough, after she upgraded, the flight attendant's attitude changed completely. Not only did they bring her a freshly roasted chicken, but they also opened a bottle of champagne for her. Before long, they arrived at their destination, and Georgia was ready to savor her final moments in this beautiful